Hi and welcome to a new video. Now I'm sorry I've not been on for it's been nearly a fortnight now. I've not done a new video. There's just been other things going on. YouTube is quite hard to keep updated at times, what I tend to do is I just don't like to sort of just put a video on just for the sake of putting a video on, just to sort of try and keep things ticking over. So today the video that I'm doing is basically an update of what's happening. Now what you'll notice today is I'm actually sat in the garden. It's a bit dull, it's trying to rain, not fantastic, but we're very lucky, we're not overlooked, we face south so we get the sun at the back here all the time, so it's always bright in the back. Even winter time you get some sun, but also we've got a lot of bird life going on, chaffinches, greenfinch, goldfinch, that sort of thing, and we've also got in our nest box some little great tip birds have taken nesting in there. That's the first nests that we've had in for a couple of years now. I'm going on to be now like a complete nutter twitcher, aren't I? But I've always been a bit interested in sort of birds, woodland birds more than anything, and we always used to get about 6 or 7 nests in here a year. I planted up especially the hedges for birds to nest in, so we've got some privet on that side. That's not the best, but we do get dunnocks nest in there, and we've had the odd blackbird nest in there. But I've got hawthorn, and also got beech hedge, a bit of picanthe, a bit of berberis, a bit of holly, and we've had quite a few dunnocks nest in here over the years. Now at the moment this hedge here behind me is excuse me, backs onto the neighbour from hell, as it were. This hedge of mine has been a bone of contention with him. It's either been too high, now I've cut it back down, it's now too low, and he's just been, he's never been happy about it. He tried to tell me that it was illegally too high. Hedges aren't legally too high. A hedge can grow to any height, and is classed still as a hedge or a young tree. He was getting himself mixed up with fences and that sort of thing. Anyway, we've had there's been a lot of problems and trouble and the police and all that business, but I won't go into all that now. So the vlog is, now I'm getting quite excited because tomorrow is a trip I've been planning for months now, and I'm going to see a lady called Fiona. Now Fiona lives up in a beautiful part of the country in Cumbria, just outside of Appleby, and basically, sorry, I'm just looking at the grate today. It's just got a big grub, big caterpillar, and it's just popped in there to feed its young. I think I've got another bird nesting down this bottom end somewhere, bro. I'm not sure. I've seen it going in there lately. Anyway, sorry I diversify. Consequently, Fiona I met a couple of years ago at my local caravan dealership, Westfield Caravans, and she was looking at a compass, and we got talking, and she said to me, they've got a little caravan. She says, we've got a little caravan called, it's a little baby caravan. I said, well, what is it? She said, it's a little Silverine. So what's that, Silverine Nova? She said, yeah, that's the one. I said, wow. I said, I'd love to see that. I said, you don't see hardly any around. I said, they did suffer badly from damp. And she said, well, ours has suffered from damp, and she's had it repaired and stuff, and she told me a bit about it. And I said, I'd love to come see it one day. Whereabouts are you at? She said, well, I'm not far from, too far from Penrith. So that's doable, and it's a nice day out and back. So anyway, she became friends with me on Facebook, and she contacted me, and she said, if you want to come on up, and she even offered to put me up for the night, which was incredibly kind of her to do. So anyway, things kept putting back. So this year I said, look, let's wait till the spring. So of course spring has been, but it's been a grim spring, as we know, with the wet, etc. And we kept sort of saying, well, it could be April, end of April, and Fiona's got it in storage, and she says, oh, I can only keep it here for another few more days before it goes back down to Omskirk, where it's down there. So I said, look, if I can, I said, I'll come and see it, and this is what I want to do. So tomorrow I am off to see the little Silverline Nova, and we're going to do a video on it, and we're going to do a bit of a background on the history of Silverline, what happened to them, and I actually visited the factory when they were making the Novas in 1987, one warm September day. That was quite a thing. I'll probably explain a bit more about that in the video, but I went to Full Sutton at York, just outside of York, and basically they had factory there that'd been there since about 1965, I think it was 66, and they used to make statics. They had a Queen's Award to industry in 1976 for exports of Taurus and statics. And Silverline, they produced a lot of Caravans over the years, and they stopped making Taurus in sort of like the sort of very early 80s, and then resurfaced again in 1984 with the Silverline Nova, which became a little hit on its own. It was a cute little Caravan. It wasn't a basic Tour, it was really, really neat, and they made several variations of it. Unfortunately, Silverline went into liquidation in 1993 when that recession kicked in. But there's a bit of history I'm going to tell you more on the video, so I won't spoil it now. I'll tell you on that. Now, the Swift video, oh gosh, I've been putting that together now for the last couple of weeks, choosing bits of old images as well, because I want to sort of make it a Swift 60th thing, and as well as a factory tour. When I say the factory tour, we're going around the factory. I'm taking shots of Taurus, camper vans, motorhomes, holiday homes and lodges being manufactured there, and I've got the intros and outros and all that business. I've just got to start getting it all pieced together, and then Swift will have to give it to them to approve, to make sure that they're happy with it. As always, I always have an interesting day at Swift. I had a super lunch at their fantastic canteen stroke restaurant, if you like. They treated me to my lunch, and it was lovely, it was fantastic, and I really enjoyed my day there. Then I went to see Andy, my friend who's got the Sprite Musketeer, the 59 Musketeer, see how he's progressing. He's progressed pretty slow because of the weather. He's got to sheet it over, there's no room inside his workshop, and he's also now acquired a couple more vans, which I'm hoping again to go and see. I didn't get to see him till sort of later on that day after I'd been to Swift, so it was a late day when I got. It was about 7, I think, when I got there, or 6, 7, and even later when I got back and I got stuck on the motorway. You saw that in the video of the vlog, some stupid time. Anyway, so that Swift video is going to be done. It has been I've just been playing around with various things, and also on book correction still, and also I've got to get this new book written. Now it's absolutely lovely here in the garden. Actually, it's quite pleasant. Even though we've got a road sort of right at the back of us here, and on this far side, it can be very quiet here, especially when lockdown was on. I mean, everywhere was pretty quiet, but it was quite pleasant. And one day I'll show you some of the pictures of how this garden looked when I got it. It wasn't a garden; it was just literally a field. There was nothing here, and we had an 80-foot of garden behind the house. The house was only about 2 years old when we bought it, and the people that had it, they'd done a bit of a patio on that, but that's it. They left it. The rest of it was just literally as the builders left it, and it got grown over. And I saw the potential, of course, for storing the caravan around the back of the house, because up until then we were paying to have it stored in a small holding, which proved really good, really effective, and but it was like costing, believe it or not, £50 a year. That was in 1985. So this house was the main choice of this house. Was the fact is we had plenty of room to store a caravan of any size should we need it. Right, I'm going to leave you on this vlog, and I'm going to see you on the next one, and hopefully it'll be this. I don't know if I might put the Silverline on, the little Silverline Classic Caravan on first, or the Swift one first. I don't know, but yeah, that looks the little Silverline. I'm really looking forward to doing that. And Fiona's a lovely lady, and she's been very kind. She's been very, very patient too. Also, just one other thing, I'm going to be seeing a few of the old YouTubers. Well, you know what I'm like with fellow YouTubers, I tend to keep out of the way. But on this occasion, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to see Hey Ho. They're going to be there. They're going to go to like a sort of a bit of a meet near, not about, be about 10 or 12 miles from here. So that's the next bank holiday, so I'm going to try and get over there and have a bit of a chat to my fellow YouTube people. Could be quite interesting, couldn't it? I'll try not to offend anybody. I'm sure I won't do. But it'll be interesting to see some of the people and just have a bit of play about, a bit of a laugh really. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sort of doing that and doing a bit of a video on it. So anyway, as I say, I love you and leave you, and I'll see you on the next vlog. And please keep watching, please keep subscribing. Please keep leaving your comments, some great comments, and that's what I like. Some good interaction with my channel watchers. And yeah, keep watching. See you on the next one.